Okay, Stefan, do you have anything else to say to me?
I've been worried about you, Elena. Power's growing stronger. I can feel it. Look, just promise me that you'll be careful from now on, okay? Tell me what you've discovered. Maybe I can help you.
Okay, so Stefan is basically going to be our little helper throughout this game. If you're ever stuck on a puzzle, you can come to him and ask him for help.
I'll be back soon, Stefan. I promise.
Goodbye.
Now, Stefan, I'd say he's definitely good looking, right? He's good looking. Maybe not so helpful, though. He basically gave us a bunch of confusing instructions as to what we have to do in order to stop the evil monsters that are plaguing Fell's church. Okay, so, gosh, I don't even know where to go. Let's start with, my house. Check out my house. It's very nice. It's very fancy. And we have, this. Richards pays record price for a dagger. In an auction in New York, Gary Richard of Fell Church purchased the Brazov dagger for a price, yes, a very large price. It is the Brazov dagger which grants eternal life when used in the proper ceremony. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So we are going to have to break into his house and steal that dagger. That's going to be our next challenge. You can get the various items in any order you want. You don't actually have to do it starting with Mr. Richards. But hey, I'm going to rob him first, because why not? Why not? Let's see. I think we actually might need to come here at nighttime in order to rob him. Yeah, I don't think we can rob him during the day. But during the day, we can talk to our friend Bonnie. She's here.
I'm so glad you're here, Elena. I can't wait to show you what all I've been working on this summer. It's so awesome. What do you want to see
Well,
first?
I want to hear about these Druids, Bonnie. You know about them, right?
Have you ever heard of Druids, Bonnie? I heard that they believed in magic, so I thought you might know something about them.
Know about them? My grandmother told me I'm descended from them. The Druids were like priests or something, a long time ago, and they built Stonehenge. You know that huge circle of rocks out in England? And they built it using magic. Cool ancestors, huh?
Pretty cool.
How does your grandmother know you're descended from Druids?
You wouldn't believe some of the things my grandmother could do. Magic things. Like find out who you're gonna marry, or take the evil eye off of cursed sheep. She lived in Edinburgh, you know Scotland? And they remember the Druids there. If you don't believe me, you could read her diary. There's all sorts of neat spells and stuff in there. My father donated it to the library because of its historical value and stuff. Maybe now you won't tease me so much about my psychic stuff. Anything else you want to know about Elena?
Okay, so that's actually pretty useful. Let's go to the library, read the diary, because the diary is going to tell us what to do in order to stop the evil vampire force.
See you later, Bonnie.
See you later. Give me a call if you want to go out, okay?
Yeah, Stefan might not be much help with the evil vampires, but don't worry, Bonnie and this library thing, that's going to be a help. So in order to break into Mr. Richards' house, we have to pull this.
Get away from there right now. If you're through talking to Bonnie, it's time to go. This isn't a playground.
And that's what I mean when I say we can't rob his house during the daytime. We have to rob his house at night, because otherwise he gets all wigged out that I'm breaking into his house. Yeah. Well, let's go back to the map screen. The school is where the library is. So the library's here on the left, and on the right is the main school. Let's check out the library first, because that's where we want to go. So we have books here. One of them might be the right book. This is it. This has got to be it. The Diary of Bonnie's grandmother, McCullough, 1928. Dear Diary, I met the strangest woman while baking lunch. Unimportant, okay. To summon the one who can forge the sharing of strength, bring the light of the blue sky to the light of the bright earth, beneath a ring of silver in place of the new earth. What on earth does that even mean? I think this poem's very important, so I wrote it in my spell book. It's a spell of binding, but then I have to hide the book, and I was thinking of symbology, and a circle, like a ring, and a wedding ring might work. And a circle of silver, ring in new earth, and the sky's very blue this morning. Hey, what do you know? Blue skies. Blue skies are great. So is that it? Is that all that is to the book? That's not too helpful. Oh, 108 ways to kill a vampire. Can't I grab this book? This book is really helpful, I think. I think that would be really helpful. But no, sadly we cannot grab the book that's on vampire murder. I want to make sure I read every page of this book, so let's see. So it looks like you click in the bottom right-hand corner to change the page, and yeah, that's the last page. Okay, well that's her diary. Maybe not the most useful. Let's check out this area. It did tell us a little bit, you know, but it was all basically done in vague riddles. Okay, so War-Torn Loves. This is an important story because we'll be going to this grave site because it's right here in town. Adelaide Chambress, daughter of a Union general. They met before love, they fell in love, but he had to go off to the war, and they have been separated, and she has a gold coin. So there's a gold coin which is in her grave. We need to appease her ghost to get that gold coin. And she definitely wants his hat, I think. She needs his hat, and then they will be reunited as ghosts forever. It's romantic and also weird at the same time. Okay, so we checked out this bookshelf, right? Or is this a different bookshelf? A History of Santa Fe. Ah, here we go. The Druids book. Okay, this shelf has a book about Druids. Who are the Druids? Well, the Druids wrote something, and I can't really read this. Oh my gosh, this is not a good font. So they have important stuff, and they have rune stones. So Druids have rune stones. We're gonna have to get a rune stone for Bonnie in order to get this Druid stuff going. Unfortunately, getting the rune stone to tell the future is gonna be really difficult. We're actually gonna have to buy it with the gold coin from that ghost's grave, believe it or not. So we're gonna rob the ghost in order to get a coin so we can get these Druid runes. It's very odd. I'm gonna make sure there are no more bookshelves for us to check before we talk to the librarian. Ah, one more bookshelf, yes. Yeah, you definitely want to read everything in the library. Libraries are very important. Animals and dreams and what they mean. Here's an owl. There's an owl, definitely. So an owl, their feathers are very soft. Edges, yeah. We're gonna get an owl feather later on. Beyond Silence. What's this? No, that's about owls again. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it for the library books. Let's talk to the librarian.
Oh, Elena, I heard about Margaret. I am so sorry. How is she?
Well, she's still in the hospital.
I don't know, Mrs. Grimsby. I haven't seen her yet today.
Perhaps you should go see her, Elena. It can be very distressing for a child her age to be alone in the hospital.
But she's unconscious, and she's probably going to be unconscious until I defeat the evil vampire. So she's actually kind of safe in the hospital right now.
How did you know about Margaret?
That new teacher, Mr. Smith, was in earlier. He told me about what happened. It's quite shocking.
Damon, yeah, I don't know. I think you should stay away from him. His brother says he's a vampire.
What do you know about Mr. Smith?
Oh, not all that much, really. I know that he's a student teacher from William and Mary. I also know that he'll be teaching biology, and that he's been reading about the history of this area of Virginia.
Okay. So, it's funny, you know, Stefan's supposed to be the guy you can ask for all the helpful hints, and yet the librarian is way more helpful than Stefan, because she can tell us about this Ring of Power and the Druids and those Druid runes. So, Sorry, Stefan, I'm afraid the local librarians got you beat.
Have you ever heard of something called a Ring of Power?
A ring of power? Well, if it isn't something out of one of the Saturday morning cartoons, it certainly sounds like something magical, doesn't it? Mr. Gary Richards might know about that kind of thing. I believe your friend Bonnie McCulloch works for him, doesn't she?
She does, but you know, the last time I went to his house, I tried to break into it and he got mad at me, so maybe I shouldn't go there to talk to him. Oh, dear. And if you ever forget what she said, you could just ask it again.
What was it that you said about a Ring of Power?
I can't think of any reference to a ring of power in the library, Elena. But you might try talking to Gary Richards. He collects things that are purportedly magical. Perhaps he can help you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Grimsby.
Bye.
Stop in again any time, Elena.